In this video, we're going to look at 7 Excel tricks and treats that'll save you a little time every day. So in the spirit of Halloween, we're going to look at some Excel tricks and treats today, and these will mostly be productivity hacks and shortcuts that should hopefully save you some time out of your day, and then you can also share with your coworkers. The first one to look at is horizontal scrolling. So one shortcut for horizontal scrolling is to hold the Control and Shift keys on the keyboard, and then you can scroll with your mouse wheel. So if I scroll down with my mouse wheel, that will actually scroll horizontally to the right. And if I scroll up with my mouse wheel, that will scroll back to the left. So this is a little bit faster than going down here to scroll horizontally, and also works well if your mouse does not have a horizontal scroll wheel. Now some mice actually do have a horizontal scroll wheel. My favorite is the MX Master by Logitech. I'll put a link to that in the description below. So next we'll look at the dialog launcher buttons for the Format Cells window. So Format Cells is a popular window. You can right click any cell and choose Format Cells. Keyboard shortcut is Control-1. And that'll open up this Format Cells window with all these tabs here to apply formatting to the cells. Now another way to get to this window is by using these little dialog launcher buttons here in the Home tab. And when you click this button here, this is going to open Format Cells and also navigate you to the Alignment tab immediately. So it'll save a step from having to click that Alignment tab. Also works for the Font tab here and the Number tab. And then of course in this case here, we might want to center across selection. So we'll just select that, hit OK, and that will make the formatting changes to the cells. Next, we'll look at one of my favorite Excel tricks, which is to copy a sheet. And the quick way to do that is to just first left click and hold a sheet, then drag it over to the right like you're going to move it, and then hold the Control key on the keyboard until you see that little plus symbol appear there in the icon, and then release the left mouse button. And that will quickly make a duplicate copy of a sheet. Takes a little bit of practice, but once you get good at it, you can make duplicate copies of sheets really quickly. Next, we'll take a look at the Clear Formats feature. So on this sheet here, we have a fairly colorful sheet. We might want to remove some of this formatting. To do that, we can just select a range of cells or select all the cells on the sheet. And then on the Home tab here, we can go over to this Clear drop-down, and we have some various options for clearing. In this case, if we click Clear Formats, that's going to clear all of the formatting, including the font and fill colors, and the number formatting from the cells. It will still retain any formulas in the cells and show those values, but it's just showing the raw data here. Of course, we can undo that change, and there are some additional options on the Clear menu to clear contents. This would be the same as hitting the Delete key on the keyboard. You can clear comments and notes and hyperlinks, and then Clear All will clear everything, including the comments, hyperlinks, notes, formatting, and the contents of the cells. Next, we'll look at a trick for the fill handle. So as you may or may not know, when you hover your mouse over the bottom right corner of a cell, it'll turn into that plus icon there, and then you can double left click it, and that will fill or copy all of the cells down based on the used range in the column to the left of it. Now, as you can see here, we had a date in the first cell, and it created a series or a sequential order of dates. And you may or may not want that. And there's a few ways to fix it. First of all, you can click this little autofill options box here, and this will give you some nice options. The first one is to copy the cells. So instead of filling the series, you can click Copy Cells, and that will copy the cells down. Now, there's another shortcut for this. So I'm going to hit Control-Z to undo that. And I'll again double click the fill handle to fill down. And at this point here, you can use Control-D on the keyboard. So I'm going to hit Control-D on the keyboard. That's the shortcut to copy down. And it's going to copy the value from the active cell all the way down to all of the selected cells, which we already selected with the fill handle. So double click the fill handle and then hit Control-D if you want to copy down instead of fill the series. Next, we'll take a look at some ways to prevent Excel from converting text to dates. So in this column here, we want to enter some part numbers. And let's say that part number is 10-15. When I enter that, Excel recognizes this as a date and actually converts the value to a date. You can see it here in the formula bar as well. And we might not want that. So I'm first going to hit Control-Z to undo that. So one way around that is to first put an apostrophe before the number. So I'm going to type an apostrophe, then I'll type 10-15 and hit enter. And when I do that, this forces Excel to enter this as text or a value and not convert it to a date. Now you'll still see the apostrophe here in the formula bar. However, you will not see it appear here in the cell. Another way to do this is to change the formatting of the cell to text, and you'll want to do that first. So in this cell here, what we can do, again on the Home tab here, is change the formatting to text, and then we can go ahead and input our part number there, and again, that will leave this as text. Now I really like this option better by using the apostrophe, because if we do accidentally change this from text back to general or a number format, and then we edit it, hit F2 and then edit this again, Excel is again going to attempt to convert this to a date, where with this method here, if we hit F2 and enter, it's going to keep it as text because we have that apostrophe at the beginning. And finally, in the spirit of Halloween, we'll look at putting Excel in dark mode. In order to do that, we're going to go to the File menu here, and then under Account, we'll see the Office theme. I have it currently set to the default, which is colorful, but here you can choose dark gray or black, and that is going to put Excel in this dark mode. Now this was introduced in Excel 2013, and there are a bit of differences or variations between the different versions. I'm using Microsoft 365, and this is what the black or dark mode looks like. Now this isn't really a time saver. However, if you are working at night or in a dark room, this can really be easier on your eyes, and of course might be fun for Halloween as well. So I hope these tips have helped you. If you have any additional tips you'd love to share, leave a comment right below this video. If you're new to our channel, hit that subscribe button and then head over to excelcampus.com/free to grab our free Excel Pro Tips ebook. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.